Now, I don't want to get too hyped up, but I saw the title of this chapter and I'm like, okay, this is going to be some good stuff. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. And then Dax Sake, his stream popped up on my subscription feed. And, you know, I don't want to get any sort of spoilers. I don't want to get any sort of hints or anything like that. I love to go into these completely blind, right? But when he has a stream and it says, this is some of Oda's best content since chapter 1044, you don't just say that. You don't just say stuff like that unless you really mean it, right? So, I see. And also, I think the hype, okay, we're back. It looked like the hype was that intense for the stream, it almost crashed. I saw my software say the stream is about to end shortly. It went from excellent connection to 0 bit rate. I think it's setting the stage. I think this is really setting the stage. But hey, everybody, nice to go and see you in the chat. I'm going to switch it over to the layout right now. So let's go over to here. Where are we here? Live stream. What does it say? What does it say? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out how to stream here. Camera in corner. Live stream, I guess. Live stream. All right, let's I think this has the right layout just here. Let me do this, all right? Let me do this. There we go. Okay. Hey everybody. Thanks for stopping by for me to go and read this chapter while YouTube tries to take me off this platform. The YouTube gods do not want me to read this chapter, potentially because it'll make my brain implode. Who knows? But I've heard a lot of good things. And when I say I've heard a lot of good things, I mean that I've like seen Dax Sake title saying it's we're cooking good, guys. We're cooking good, boys. So I'm quite hyped. Also, yeah, I almost got Lelucian. Lelucian. Wait, how do you say that? Lelucian? Lelucian? Leloosed. I'll say Leloosed. I almost got Leloosed. They tried to wipe me out. But that's not happening. It's not happening, guys. You guys aren't going to let that happen. Also, the cover page. I did see the cover page. Look. I open up Twitter because I'm chatting with some upcoming guests, all right? I have if you guys don't know yet, Joy Girl is hopping onto the Hype stream this Sunday. Check the page. Remind yourselves, notify. I want you guys to go and be there to go and hype up Joy Girl when she arrives onto the Hype stream. I want you guys there. It's going to be a great time. But when I popped up Twitter, see if there's any incoming messages from upcoming guests, the cover page came up and I was like, fine work. There's some fine work going on Oda's part. Fine work. I mean, look, I expect nothing less. I expect nothing less. Well, you know. All right. Wait. I can see there's a chat on my screen saying enjoy the cover page, and then I look over here on my stream preview and it says Yamato is a girl, L to Randy Troy. What? I mean, yeah, like Yamato's a woman, but identifies as Odin. This is straight facts. Like this is you know. But Randy Troy, when are you going to do yourself like that, Randy? All right, guys, you know the drill. Like this video. And if you happen to go and stumble upon this stream while I stumble on my words and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, because I'm coming out with a bunch of different content on a regular basis. And I've got some really cool stuff coming up, particularly with having a live stream with Joy Girl. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, I'm really hyped for Joy Girl. That's going to be really, really cool. It's going to be such a good time. Okay, so I think without further ado, I'm going to go and jump onto this stream. I'm on the stream. I'm going to jump into this chapter. My brain's frying. my brain's frying. I just want to get to the chapter. I want to get to the meat. I want to get to the goodness. And I want to go and do a reaction to... I want to see this cover page. So here we go. One Piece chapter 1084. The attempted murder of a celestial dragon. Absolute banger of a title. Also, oh dude, this is pretty cool. Now, this is not what I meant about the cover page, but it's pretty epic. Luffy there, holding the skull of his fallen enemy, and it says King on it. All right, good stuff. That's pretty cool. And here we go. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this cover. Look at this beautiful. Look at this beautiful double page spread. Let's just go on and analyze this for a while, okay? We got Nami here, who's the Weather Queen. I mean, look, undisputed there, Weather Queen. You've got Boa Hancock there, and you've got Robin. You've got Carrot. I love how you know the yep, that's fun. Okay, you got Yamato there. You got Shirahoshi. You got all the stars are here, right? All the stars are here. Fine work by Oda. This is really some fine work. Also, I think we need to have like a detailed analysis from either Parvision or Dak Sake about this cover page, because I think there may be some secrets that are within this drawing. I think there are a lot of secrets. I see this as Kuma. It says Kuma on Perona's shirt. I don't know whether there's a hint towards Kuma. But yeah, so that's for another stream. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1084, the attempted murder of a celestial dragon. Okay, and we are starting with the narrator. Inside Pangaea Castle at the Holy Land of Mary Jo's. So we're getting straight into it. Who took out the guards? Judging by the flames, it could have been Sabo. that is my bold prediction so far. Okay. Oh, boy. Scroll down. I scroll directly down. Oh, yeah, it's Sabo. Bonnie. Okay, so we've got Bonnie here. All right. You're Sabo, right? What? Jewelry Bonnie? I think we're both after the same thing. So let's skip the small talk. They broke into the guards' quarters and stole the keys to the slave collars. I did hear about Kuma-san having a daughter. I've always tried to keep tabs on Revolutionary Army activity. That's how I know you're trustworthy. I'll leave it to you guys to get Dad's body to safety. Okay, all right, so we have the alliance. Of Jewelry Bonnie and Sabo. Karasu, yes. Mission complete. Deliver the keys and tell Morley to get Kuma and the others back to HQ as soon as they're free. So, oh boy. Who's gonna be in their way? Who's gonna be in their way? Who's gonna step in? Who's gonna be the roadblock? What about you, Sabo? I'll be right behind you after I'm done here. Understood. Be careful. What's your next move, Bonnie? I'm off to Egghead to see whether Vegapunk has a way to restore Dad's mind. And if he can't, they are here. Oh, wait, there they are. I got really scared. I got really scared. There they are. Okay. That's weird. I could have sworn I saw something. Okay, what are these Assassin's Creed level NPCs? Someone just makes a rustling noise. Huh? I heard something. It feels like there are fewer guards than there ever around here. We're too short-handed to cover a tower this big. Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? You can't blame you-know-what for that. What's that mean? You can't blame you-know-what for that. I don't like it when NPCs are just talking around things. You can't blame you-know-what. Okay. They're all gone because they saw it. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Saw what? The legendary Phantom Room. You idiot, don't talk nonsense like that. The Phantom Room? Oh, dude. You don't just have a place called the Phantom Room and the legendary Phantom Room and you don't want to have a look. That's the most... Oh my god. The Phantom Room? Thanks. Egghead's in the New World. We're heading in the opposite direction. Good luck on your voyage. It's a little odd to see a radical revolutionary acting so friendly. Well, we're both determined to save the same person. Yeah, look after my dad for me. Okay. Does anyone want to come with me and look for the legendary Phantom Room? That sounds really fun. I hope nothing bad happens. Oh. Oh. Is this the... Oh no. Throne Room. Throne Room spotted. Swords implanted at the staircase. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This isn't ominous at all. Oh, this is... Oh, this is when you have the tension. And you just rock up and as the teachers are there waiting for you with your mum. You know, it's like... King Cobra, ruler of Alabaster. You know why we've called you in here today, right? We're here to talk to you about your grades. Oh my god, this is not ominous at all. I can also definitely see Eames standing at the very back at the top of the staircase. That's so ominous. Oh god, I have so many bad vibes from that panel. I have so many bad vibes from this panel. It's crazy. Like, it's not even funny. This is one of the most ominous rooms. Also, the amount of stairs in this room is insane. Like, my legs are hurting looking at these stairs. Also, man's in a wheelchair. This is not... This is not a wheelchair accessible room. What if he wants to go up the stairs and, like, bow down to aim? He can't even get up the stairs. This is very ableist. Where is the inclusion here, Gorosei? What the hell? Pangaea Castle. Wheelchair inaccessible. That is not the takeaway that I took from this chapter. But we're here. We're here. Okay. God. Shit. King Cobra, ruler of Alabama. Shit. Oh god. King Cobra, I'm gonna lose it. King Cobra, ruler of Alabaster. What have you come to ask? I've come to ask why there are no wheelchair accessible entries. I've had my whole team carry me up multiple stairs. They're exhausted. Oh god. I don't know why it's so funny. This is a really terrible predicament to be in. Also, I want to quickly go back to make sure the stream is working. The stream is indeed working. That's fantastic news. Anyway, I'm so paranoid. King Cobra, ruler of Alabasta, what have you come to ask? Perhaps... Let me try it again. Perhaps I should start from the beginning. Oh, Jesus. No, not a flashback within a flashback. Dude, we're here. You don't need any more backstory. You don't need any more flashbacks. Please. We're here. Just spit it out. The Gorosei is waiting. Don't need any... Also, they hate backstory. They've tried to erase everyone's backstory from the Void Century. They want to hear any more backstories. They want to erase it. Okay. Oh, man. Here we go. As you are aware, the organization known as the World Government was founded... Oh, dude. Stop it. Stop it. This dude's about to lecture the Gorosei. Oh God, no! This guy's dead. I wonder how he was assassinated. As you are aware, the organization known as the World Government was founded 800 years ago, when 20 different monarchs came together. Their families all promptly moved to Merijos to live as one clan, referred to as the Celestial Dragons. The ones responsible for the creation of the world. Now, I love me a lore dump. I love me some massive lore dumps. And when you have lore dumps in the land of Merijos, it's next level. But also you have this man lecturing the Gorosei. This is a brave man. Also, that is a massive mustache. That makes the Monopoly man and the Pringles man look in absolute shame. This man's mustache is insane. It really covers up his lack of neck. It really does. The ones responsible for the creation of the world. And as such, they have ruled over their creation ever since. Internally, the 20 were considered equal. And to ensure that no individual dictator would rise up from among them, they installed the empty throne. Each of them placed a weapon around the throne to symbolize their vow to never try and sit upon it. Oh boy, this is really building. This is really building to something. And I'm really nervous. I really am nervous. At the same time, the new royal families were handpicked to rule the nations that the founders could no longer preside over. Those families are still in power to this day. In order to ensure the smooth transition, all references mentioning the previous dynasty's reign were removed from each of the founders' respective home countries. Oh, okay. With the sole exception of Alabasta. I just saw a silhouette of like a queen and I got like really scared. I was like, oh my God, is this AIM? I was really scared. With the sole exception of Alabasta, the monarch at the time was Queen Lily of House Nefertari. While her name was immortalized as one of the founding 20, she did not stay to become a celestial dragon. Instead, she was to return to Alabasta to continue her reign, which is why the Nefertari family has continued to act as sovereigns. And this man Saturn is just looking down at this man. The most sus side eye you've ever seen. This also means that only 19 weapons were ever placed around the empty throne. And now it's time to rebuttal. It's all as you say. But what exactly is your point? I've scoured all of my kingdom's ancient texts, but as far as I can tell, all known accounts chronicling the period after the Void Century have one thing in common. Her name isn't mentioned once. Oh, shit. Ah, shit. Okay. All right. It appears Queen Lily never made it home to Alabaster, and the burden of ruling the country fell to her younger brother. Do you have any record of what became of her? Oh boy. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, guys. Oh no, I feel in trouble. I feel like I'm in so much trouble. Dude, that's crazy. I love this tension. I really do love this tension. And I'm at the edge of my seat here. Like I just want to see how this is all going to go about. To be blunt, that's aim. That's aim in the fields. And there is a massive bit of text here. To be blunt, 800 years is, and this is getting broadcast? Oh, it is getting broadcast. It's getting broadcast directly to Eames' ears. To be blunt, 800 years is a very long time ago. It is true that of the 20 families, the Nefertari line did not move here. However, it was believed that the Queen returned back to her country after that decision. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that details about her motives and journey are lost to the annals of history. We simply do not know. Oh, dude, he's not. Ah, that face. Oh, no. Whoa. Whoa. Loaded question. Loaded question alert. Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Dude. The follow-up question, the counter question of the millennium. In that case, what is the meaning of D? Please respond. Dude, I want to see their faces after hearing that. I want to see their faces after hearing that. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, dude, you've just hit a sour note. Oh my god. The nerve of this man. Why do you ask? What? What? Wow. We actually are getting information on this. Wow. The truth is, a short letter penned by the Queen has been passed down from one generation to the next. That's it? We know now? The Queen made the Will of D? The Queen penciled in the D lineage? Whoa, dude. And you're going to go cut away from that? Keep me in that room. Keep me in that room. I want to keep me there. Keep me. You have me. Wow. So the queen penned the D name to be passed down from one generation to the next. Queen Lily. Wow. One of the 20 rulers, the ruler of Alabasta. Wow. Wow. That I just feel so, I just like have such a like fulfillment. I just feel like wow, it's such a crazy feeling. Wow, that's so cool. Public courtyard, Pangaea Castle. Please stop. I beg you. You got Kuma with Shirahoshi chained up. It hurts. Someone help me. If she keeps squirming, don't hesitate. I finally caught myself a giant mermaid. Excellent work, Charlos. This prick. This prick needs to die. Is this an attempted assassination? Why is it an attempt? He should be assassinated. I wonder what she eats. I'm going to ride you to town every single day. Oh my god. Run away. We didn't see a thing. Hey mermaid, did you just say no to me? I won't tolerate such defiance. She's a stranger. Forget about her. It's not like she was going to agree to any of our marriage proposals anyway. Okay. And you got the backup. It's the degenerates from Ryugu Kingdom. Forgive us, Shirahoshi. We only looked away for a moment. Let's go home and never come back to this rotten place, big brother. You damn celestial dragons. Do away with the small fry. My invincible slave. And Kuma just goes with the shoop de whoop right away. Fires away. Incredible explosion. The warlord, Bartholomew Kuma. It truly is pitiful to see how far you've fallen. But we can't stop now. Let's do it. Get him, Kuma. Who cares if they're royalty? No one will complain if we bury them in money. Besides, they're just fish. Shirahoshi. Oh my god, everyone's here. Rebecca. That's the baddie from before. Well, that's true, like the reverie's going on. I can hit him, right? By all means. Okay, they're still trying to go after him. But a royal like you must show restraint. You hit me earlier. How could you? Kuma, kill him. What's the difference? We can't just sit back and let him treat our little sister like that. Escaping is easy for them. They don't have a country to think about. They're pirates. Oh, and the Tontata. Secret art move. Oh, dude. He's going in. He's going in with the Tontata Hashokun's secret art. Everybody, flabbergasted. Don't do it. He's Celestial Dragon. Oh, dude. Tail Hammer. Drill Dragon now. Absolutely crushes this dude's head in. Oh my god. Ew. Ew. That is, oh my god. What is that panel? Oh, dude. The folds. Oh my god. Whoa. This is crazy. Oh my god, that is disgusting. There's one of the top 5 most disgusting panels. Oh god. We're all doomed. That must have killed him. We all saw it happen. They murdered a celestial dragon. An admiral's gonna show up here for sure. Oh no. Stop picking on Kuma. Okay, they've grabbed him. You don't have to listen to anyone's orders anymore. It's okay. Let's go home together. They've grabbed him. What's going on? How did a giant get here? Morley, I've got the keys from Sabo. An intruder, what's going on? Okay, so they got him. They got the keys. Oh my god. Look how they've massacred my boy. My boy. This guy with his crushed in head with a million folds like an accordion. Look how they've massacred my boy. Oh, dude. Oh, God. We're getting back into the room. We are back. We are back in the room. I honestly thought that we were gonna like be that was like the end of the chapter, and we're gonna be like, okay, that was really cool. That we learned about the Will of D was penned by the Queen of Alabasta, Queen Lily, who mysteriously didn't make it back to Alabasta. That was some really cool info. That was really fantastic, incredible piece of information. And I feel great knowing that. Amazing. But we're not stopping there. We're going back. The conversation continues. And I see that Aim is walking up the staircase. Aim is walking into the stage. Great Aim? King Cobra is still present. Oh my god, this man has laid eyes on Aim. This man has laid eyes on Aim. The look on his face. What? Lily. Oh my god. Oh my god. There is no way. There is no way. There is absolutely no shot. That is, yeah, wow. Talk about a mic drop. Talk about a mic drop moment. Eam sits on the throne, looking down. Cobra's face tells the entire story. Holy smokes. Oh my god. Wow. No hesitation to sit on the throne. Dudes, we are cooking. We're here. We are here. We are here. Oh my god. Okay. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this, all right? That's not what I meant. Here we are. All right, guys. In the chat. Everybody in the chat. Tell me. Talk to me in the chat. The plot thickens. Cobra's fate is sealed. I thought nothing can make the Charlos punch any better, and it wouldn't work the third time, but this exceeded my expectations just well. Yet my man turned into an accordion. He turned into an incredible accordion. Also, Eam is short. I mean, it's a very big chair. It's a very, very big chair. I will say that. But it did previously make Eam look incredibly big, like incredibly tall. But now, yeah, they've scaled back Eam's size. They have definitely scaled back Eam's height. But we now know that the D name was penned by the Queen of Alabasta, Queen Lily, one of the 19 or one of the 20 leaders, kings of the ancient kingdom. That's crazy. That's crazy that we know that now. That is so incredibly fascinating. And it also just boggles my mind that out of all this time, like, you know, One Piece was supposed to end quite soon after them entering like the Grand Line. Like it was meant to end pretty quickly. So the thought of the D name being penciled in at the very, very start of the entire story, and that linking back to the ancient civilization 800 years ago, the Queen of Alabasta. Like, there is no, like, that means that it would have to go, the story was meant to go to Alabasta. Unless this is something that he went and penciled in after the fact, because you would have to get to Alabasta first to then make the context of Queen Lily, the Queen of Alabasta, to be the person who penciled in the D lineage name. So that's where the story, I guess, was progressively going to go to, unless Oda had decided that the person who penciled in the D name was Alabasta after the fact. But it's just crazy that this much of a deep dive was planned from the beginning. Like, how was Oda meant to finish One Piece? This is probably the reason why the story continued. Because it's like, look, the series was doing very well, and you continue something, you continue the series if it's doing very well. That makes a lot of sense. But also, when you're just like getting into it more and more and more, just more things are opening up and more things expanding, and it becomes more depth and everything like that. The can of worms just continuously starts to open and more keeps coming out. That it makes no surprise that after coming up with all this stuff, it's like, all right, we're going to come up with more more information, more contextual, like more context. That's just insane. That is insanity. It really, really is. It's just, yeah, it's absolutely crazy. 9 out of 10 chapter for me because Carlos didn't die. Yeah, he this man should be dead. But then also, I mean, look, the title of the chapter is called The Attempted Assassination, so it's like, okay, well, he didn't die. But so it's a bit of a spoiler. It's a bit of a spoiler there. Like, I mean, like, I would honestly think maybe next chapter it's called Lily or Queen Lily or something. If next chapter's called like Queen Lily, that's crazy. That is really crazy. But the fact that right now, in this moment in time in the story, potentially the next thing that we see is going to be a lore dump from AIM, or some actual lengthy dialogue from AIM, is absolute insanity to me. Is absolute insanity to me. And now that we will give an info on the D family. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. It really is. Cobra and Boa both have snake names and have a connection to Lily. Is there a connection between Alabasta and Amazon Lily? Is it a coincidence? That's really good. That's a really good question. There could potentially be that. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a Parvision Dak Sake video in the next few days on this. Because that is crazy. I hope Cobra already passed the ancient letter to Vivi, or else I'm questioning his decision in telling Gorosei all of that before telling Vivi. Exactly, like, if you're walking into the Gorosei's den with hostility and you're going to be asking loaded questions like that, questioning something this severe, then you know that you're on your way out. You know that there is a death flag. Absolutely, you know that's the case. So there's got to be some sort of contingency. There's got to be some sort of backup plan for this guy. And passing on the ancient letter to Vivi totally seems like the move. It totally seems like the power play. Also, I'm kind of sad seeing Bonnie trusting Sabo to protect Kuma, but Sabo's reaction was just meh when he knew Kuma is back to Mary Jo's. Yeah. More people gonna beat up Carlos. Yes, I want a group beatdown. Like, you know, like in wrestling when like some like where you have like the face and then like all the heels like beating him down, just kicking them while they're down, like a big group. I want that. I just want a group beatdown. Is Eam trying to use Vivi as a vessel to prolong life? I personally think that is most likely. Potentially. That is very true. Maybe because Lily is the one that penciled in the family of D, she is the original D member. And so, in saying that, she may have this very special, who knows, like you said, like a lineage factor, like a very special kind of blood or a very special aspect to her, to where her body was taken, it was seized, it was captured on the way back to Alabasta. And that's why she didn't make it back to Alabasta and say, what happened to her? And like you said in the chat just then, and potentially the reason why they have went and captured Vivi is because she is officially part of that bloodline. She has that direct lineage factor, and that they're going to use Vivi as that vessel. And that's why she's been captured. That could very well be that. But the reason why, it could be to prolong life. But then ultimately, what's the reason to prolong your life? It could very well be to just continue ruling. That's the fact that Eam rules over this entire world and has continued to rule over this entire world and doesn't want to. I mean, if you're on top of the verse for like 800 years, why would you want to give it up, right? If you've just been sitting comfy in your little flower field, hanging out with the boys, why would you want to leave? So that could very well be the case as to why they have Vivi. Potentially, Eam's on the way out, and that this vessel is starting to wane. There's some cracks showing. And so they need Vivi to go and help with this vessel. That is truly interesting. It feels like more of the pieces are starting to come together. And I'm really looking forward to the videos popping up on everyone's subscription feeds from all your favorite One Piece theorists about this. I really do. Because this is making a lot more sense, and we're finally getting a lot more information on these puzzle pieces that are coming together for Eam and the Void Century and the Will of D and the Gorosei. It is really coming together. Cobra went out asking all of the questions, not pulling anything. I tell you what, that is the biggest counter question of the century, of the millennium. When you ask a loaded question like, hey, our queen, the original leader of Alabasta, the one that penciled in the family of D, the one that solely left, not to rule over everybody, but to come back over to Alabasta and hang out with the boys, she mysteriously left. What happened? I don't know what happened. In that case, what's the will of D? That is the most coldest counter question I've ever heard. And you're saying that directly to the Gorosei's faces, directly to the faces of the Five Elders, with Eam just listening in. And that Eam was so compelled listening to this conversation. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to get up and I'm just going to go and sit in my comfy big chair just to spot you, just to look down on you. That is nuts. I feel like next chapter is going back to Egghead. Yeah, it feels like it. No, but here's the thing. It really does feel like. Yeah, that's the thing, right? But then also, why would there be any sort of like? How would you be able to come back to this in a way that really is a smooth transition that makes sense, right? I mean, look, practically you can. You can just go and jump back into this flashback and continue where you left off, right? But when you're going to go back to Egghead, back to the situation with Luffy, back to the situation with Saturn, and you may have this confrontation, you may have this collision which causes the Egghead incident, right? How are you going to go back into the midst of that scene, back to this scene of Eam talking to Cobra about the truths of the world? How are you going to go back to that? It really does feel like Oda could potentially give us all the deets finally. He could just go, next chapter, you know what? Let's do it. This is it. Next chapter, let's go. Here it is. And then you have everything that happens with Cobra. And then that transitions back to Dragon. And then we hear maybe Dragon's response. And then we go back to Egghead. That could potentially... That's what I would like. Either way, we're eating good. We're eating good tonight, boys. We're eating really good tonight, boys. When Eam spoke, I almost crapped my pants. I know, right? I was just like, what are you going to say? What is Eam going to say? Whatever Eam says is so loaded. It is so loaded. Eam says a single word, I'm just shitting my pants. Eam says a single word, theory video scheduled for tonight. Like, we're ready to go. Eam said this one word and it revealed everything. Absolute insanity. You know that a storyteller is so good when you have a character that says a single word and you just shit in your pants. How? No one else is doing it like Oda like this. No one else is doing it like Oda. It's crazy. It's why we're here. It's why we tune in every week to go and look at this stuff. It's why you guys want to hop in this stream and watch me read this and watch me react to this. Like, because Oda is just crafting something absolutely masterful, and I'm here for it. And I'm gonna go and get people on my stream. I'm gonna get Joy Girl to hop on this stream and go, hey, what do you think about Eam just saying one word? And we're gonna just be gushing for the next half hour. Oda be doing it like this. No, nobody is out here like this. Well, we know Eam's gender when voice actor will be announced. Yeah, I don't want to go to Egghead. Yeah, that is very interesting, isn't it? That's very fascinating. What exactly are they going to do with this voice actor for Eam? Is it going to be like a very ambiguous kind of accent, like a very ambiguous voice that it could be it's not distinguishable between like a male and female voice? Or they're just going to go, you know what? This is it. I guess kind of like with Vegapunk. I mean, like, Vegapunk's voice actor sounds really like, I don't know. The voice for me doesn't really match up with the character design for Vegapunk. So I really wonder what they're going to do with Eam. How are they going to deal with this? Do you think we get a flashback arc with flashbacks like Joy Boy, Ancient Kingdom, Kuma backstory, God Valley, maybe Blackbeard backstory? Yeah, I do think we get that. But then also, I thought we were going to go and get a backstory with Kaido, but we didn't. Like, I mean, if you want to call the few little panels of Kaido, like the one panel of Kaido as a kid and next moment he's like a teenager, if you want to call that a backstory, I won't. I thought that was a given. I thought that every single villain from Oda's track record has had a really good backstory, which really fleshes out that character and really makes an impact And especially because, well, Oda's not rushing anytime soon. Why would Oda want to rush this story he's already been doing for 25 years? How would an extra chapter or two of backstory for Kaido hurt? Surely not. I'd be there for it. But no, that didn't happen. So I have to kind of put the back pedal a little bit if I just immediately want to go, yeah, we'll get that. I thought we're going to get Kaido backstory. Joy Boy flashback? Definitely. I do definitely think we'll get a Joy Boy flashback. Ancient Kingdom? Definitely. Kuma? I don't really necessarily know, but then also because we're getting the whole development with Bonnie receiving the memories, we could potentially just get a second-hand account from Bonnie. I don't think we might go deep dive. I don't think we'll do a deep dive into it. We'll just get bits from Bonnie potentially. But then also you need to justify that kind of reaction that Bonnie gave. Like, you want to be able to understand why Bonnie felt the way that she did, or you could have the fact that it is very ambiguous and you don't know the details, that you filling in the gaps makes it more impactful. It's kind of like in a horror movie where you have like the sounds of like creatures and terrible things happening. And because you can't see what it is or what's happening, it makes it even more terrifying because you're trying to piece together what it could possibly be, right? It's the mystery that builds it up. So the fact that we saw Bonnie's reaction was so visceral, was so emotional, and we saw bits and pieces of what it could potentially be, that we come up with our own conclusion as to that was a really terrible, sad, awful backstory without Oda having to pencil in like the most nefarious stuff ever. The most torturous, terrible stuff, right? So I don't necessarily think we'll get Kuma. God Valley, yes. I want God Valley. I want that God Valley backstory, and I hope to God we get a Blackbeard backstory, because the fact that we didn't get a Kaido backstory makes me nervous. It makes me very nervous, but because Blackbeard has been built up for this long and is such an interesting character who has such strong, intense motivations, the level of which he will go up and he will steal a devil fruit, the fact that he went and did this research, like, what made it? What gave him the motivation to go after grabbing a second devil fruit and figuring out that this could potentially happen? What was that motivation? How did that get implanted into his head? What gave him that? How did he get that information to piece two and two together that this could actually be possible? I want to know that. I want to see a deep dive on that. So I hope to God we get a Blackbeard backstory. I really, really do. I feel like it will be another 1 to 2 Reverie chapter. I mean, I need the conclusion of this scene with Eam in that chair, looking down on Cobra, looking down on me. I need that finished. I need that finished. Also, Charlos' father saying, "Look how they massacred my boy," made me laugh way too hard. I know. It's like, it's the memes all over again. Look how they massacred my boy. My boy. That's immediately what I thought when I saw that. That's immediately what I thought. And I wouldn't be surprised if you go onto Twitter right now and you see that meme be like, "Look how they massacred my boy," and his face is squished like an accordion. I wouldn't be surprised. Now we know Eam's eye position. That's the big reveal. That's the big takeaway from this. Also, the big takeaway for me is the fact that Mary Jo's is wheelchair inaccessible, that they are ableist people. And that the reason why Cobra went in here, the first question that he would have asked is, why isn't this wheelchair accessible? Because that's the biggest travesty. Forget the Void Century. Forget about Queen Lily not returning to her home country, having her name not be recognized from the entire world for the last 800 years. Why cannot put my fucking wheelchair up these stairs? Where are the wheelchair ramps? Now we know Eam's eye position. All this time, I thought the long part is his or her head. Do you think The Devil Fruit Encyclopedia would say if the Yummy Yummy could make the user hold multiple fruits. Blackbeard read a Devil Fruit book, right? I mean, look, here's the thing. Honestly, I am seriously, because look, here's the thing. I've always had the belief that like I desperately want to see more on rocks. I really do want to see more on rocks. And I have this crazy tinfoil hat theory that like how Luffy is to Shanks, for some reason, Rocks is the Blackbeard. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know if the timelines match. I'm just throwing things out there. Either way, whether it's offhand, like a one-to-one interaction from them, or just having a source of admiration, I would absolutely love if Blackbeard had an affinity, had a respect, had a idolized Rocks. Because the thing is, you have this character, right, that's so mysterious that led an entire crew of the biggest, baddest names of the verse. You know, your Whitebeard, your Kaido, your Big Mom. These such huge names. Like, this man's out here making waves, like, no pun intended. This man's actually making waves. So why wouldn't you want to idolize this man? Probably because he's a villain. I mean, like, in the eyes of people, pirates are villains, right? But you have Luffy who's causing chaos, and he's seen as a villain in some aspects, right? From like other people, because he's just causing chaos and eating everyone's meat and sleeping all the time and like destroying things. But in some aspects, you would like Roger would be seen as like the good guy, right? He's fun, he has a laugh, he's goofy, he's silly. But Rox is out here making waves, and he's out here and he wants the gold. I wouldn't be surprised if Blackbeard idolized him. And what if potentially Rox was somebody who held 2 devil fruits? And or maybe even 3, who knows? He could be someone that holds multiple devil fruits. And the God Valley incident, you know, they want to wipe that away from history, and they want to wipe anything to do with rocks away. They don't want people really to look into rocks. Potentially through some happenstance, through some research, looking into rocks, Blackbeard knows that this is what Rocks did, and he really wants to follow in Rocks' footsteps again. He wants to go and follow in the footsteps of the potential, or the biggest rival, really, to the Pirate King. And he wants to go and do the things that he did, which would include getting multiple devil fruits. And then look, and then you have him that right now, he has got the darkness fruit and he's got the quake fruit. So potentially Rox was one that had the darkness fruit. And the strongest fruits that were on his crew, one of which Whitebeard had the quake fruit. So why not get the quake fruit? If this man had multiple devil fruits and he was able to get multiple devil fruits because he had the darkness fruit, why not take the strongest devil fruits from the strongest pirate crew next to that from the Pirate King Gold Roger? It just makes a lot of sense to me. I just really do like that kind of complexity to Blackbeard. And I definitely want to go and see more of a deep dive to God Valley, and more of a deep dive into rocks, because I'm just clamoring at the bit, just chomping at the bit for that. It's probably the next biggest thing that I want to see is rocks, other than Dragon. Like Dragon getting into the forefront is my number one thing I'm looking forward to. Next to that is more info on rocks. I really do want to know. I want to know what his deal was. I want to know more dialogue from him. I want to know where he lives. I want to know his fruit. I want to know everything. I want to know more on rocks. I just want to see this dude. Thoughts on the guards talking about the empty throne room? Yeah, they're dead. they are instantly dead. Like that is crazy. But also the fact that like there's hush hush about this is very fascinating. Blackbeard looked up the rocks like Luffy looked up to Shanks. Even more fantastic parallels between their characters. That's what I honestly feel. I really do feel that. I love this polarizing of characters between Luffy and Blackbeard, and that from the very beginning they're just like following in their own sort of same footsteps. And then also, you know, the best villains are the ones that you can really sympathize with. And what better villain can you have than one that is a direct comparison to your main like protagonist, the person that you've been cheering for, that you've been on board with from day one, the person that you want to succeed, that you want to win. The main antagonist to that is following in the same footsteps, is following in the same ideals, has the same motive, is incredibly fascinating, and also makes it so much better because you can relate to them so much more. So having that for Blackbeard would be incredible. It really would make Blackbeard such like more of a third dimensional character, give him so much more depth, so much more dimension. And that's all I really want in my stories. I want to be able to really engross myself in these characters and really understand these characters. Like I really want to see the layers stripped back and like see the like I want to be able to understand their rational thoughts behind what they're doing. Like I want to really know their motive. It really makes me appreciate these characters and invest in these characters. This last stretch of chapters reignited my love for One Piece. Wano was a struggle, but now we're in the promised land. You're not kidding. You're really not kidding. Like every single time I hop on here, I'm saying that Oda has really structured this arc, Egghead arc, the most random kind of. There is no possible way that we thought that we were going to get the kind of stuff that we're getting in this arc. There's no possible way anyone would have predicted this. Like, this is insanity. I thought that this was going to be a little sidestep with some really cool stuff to get to Elbaf. Like, everybody's talking about Elbaf. Get to Elbaf. Get to Laugh Tale. And Egghead has been such a sleeper arc. It has been so good, and he has really structured this arc and built up this arc through all these different side stories, all these different side struggles, and has built this up to where now every single chapter that comes out has been just banger after banger after banger, and it's just been such a fun, exciting experience. And like I remember years ago, I don't know if he makes videos anymore, but it was Code Provider. I don't think he makes videos anymore. I used to watch his videos all the time because he had the most wild opinions, right? He would say whatever he wants, and it's so random. But he just refused to read One Piece anymore on a week-to-week basis because you just had to like wait to read the whole volume, because then you would get the proper kind of start and conclusion to these major storylines is through each volume. So he would just wait, and he refused to go and read them week to week. But man, this week to week read through Egghead has been crazy. It has really been something else. It has been something completely different than all the other stuff that we've experienced previously, like through Wano, like you mentioned, through Wano. Time to time, it was such a struggle. Like really just kind of nothing happens time to time. And you would get those chapters that are just off the wall incredible, right? There's no doubt about it. But this is something else. This is really something else. So with that being said, guys, I've had so much fun chatting with you guys just about this chapter. This chapter has been such a I was gonna say unexpected surprise, but look, I was already coming in here prepared to to read something great this week, and it wasn't like this. And look, man's just sitting in a room. Man's just sitting in a wheelchair-bound room with no wheelchair accessible points. Man can't get up the stairs. Probably for good reason, because Eames there and doesn't want to get anywhere near that seat. Eames doesn't want anyone near that seat. God forbid. But just the lore dump and the info and the questioning and the tension was just building up so much. And now we are at this point. We're in the promised land. And next chapter, we gotta strap ourselves in, boys. We gotta strap ourselves in. Because we could see something that could change everything. Next chapter could change everything. There's no joke. It could change everything. That and the egghead incident. Like, it's really building up to something huge. And I'm gonna be here. And I'm gonna be here for it. You're gonna be here for it. And that's all I can ask for. So, guys, if you want to hop onto the channel right now, I have a live stream. The next hype stream on Sunday is going to be with Joy Girl. If you guys can hop on there, notify yourselves. I want you guys to go and be there. It's going to be such a great time. And I want you guys to show all the love and support for Joy Girl to hop on this stream. And, you know, that way people can know that whenever they hop onto the stream on this channel with this community, we're going to give them so much love, so much support. I want everybody to feel that when they come on here. I want all you guys to feel that when you're in this chat, because that's what I feel. And it's really, really cool because we're something special, right? I love this community, and I want to spread that with everybody. Okay. So go into that, notify it, look forward to it. It's going to be a great time. And we've got some many more things coming up too. And once I have, also after this next hype stream, I'll go and I'll tease the next guest. So be excited too, because the next guest I have coming up too. If you thought Joy Girl was good, if you thought Joy Girl was really hyped to go and come on the stream, you just wait. So that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic time in this break week. It's going to be hard, but there's going to be a lot of great content from a lot of great YouTubers that you can look forward to, all talking about Queen Lily and how this all makes sense. So I'm going to go and see you guys around. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to go and like this video. Let me know in the comments your thoughts if you're watching this after the stream has gone live. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to go and see you all on the next one. And I'm going to be off to go and play more Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That game is great. I've just hopped down from the baby level, from like the top of the Sky Island. I'm like down now in Hyrule, and it's great. And I'm so kind of going on play with this. And then also, because I'm doing this hype stream with Joy Girl a day early on a Sunday, it means I have my next day on Monday completely free to play more Zelda. So I'm super excited for that. So see you guys around, okay? Take care.